Well, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. We're doing an interview for the minor of X Factor of Innovation. My name is Thomas Burger. I will be the host of the night. Uh, and we're here with Stuart O'Connor. Stuart, how are you doing, man?
Not bad, thank you.
Not bad, not
You?
bad. Well, to kick it off, can you give me a little bit information about what you're doing?
I'm a musician on tour. I've been a musician for 10 years, and I tour in the UK where I'm from, but also internationally. And at this point in time, I'm just at the end of 3 months of touring around Europe, and I'm about to head back to the UK.
Okay, cool. And the objective of this interview is like to interview someone who's working in like a network society, so who works a lot and relies on people and people relying on him. Do you think you are a good example of somebody working in a network environment?
Yeah, I rely on networking massively to build my web base that I'm going to go off on a tour with. Yeah, I do very much rely on word of mouth to get my music out there and to get people out there who could offer me a show or maybe assist me in some way on the road. It's something I'm very dependent on.
Yeah. So because like the thing you like kind of do is like try to be as full time on tour as possible, right? So
Yeah.
planning long tours, ahead.
Yeah, to make it cost effective, it works out best to try and string tours together and go to a bunch of different countries, and being on the road is a commitment of lifestyle throughout the time I'm doing.
And you've been all around the globe, right? Almost.
Yeah, a few continents.
Okay. And in what way is like has the digital era influenced your network life and your life on the road?
It was a pretty immediate influence. I think it actually gave me a way of seeing that I could still do my thing and run a little web page at a time and have a website, and that all those things are massive because you feel like all the information is immediately available to everybody that may want to see it. So obviously that's a huge thing, but also even from the days of MySpace, I was contacting artists in Australia and New Zealand and organising tours with them, and I ended up doing a few tour swaps with one particular act where I ended up going to Australia and they would come to the UK.
Because what you're actually saying is that it's like not per se like the digital environment is really important for what you're doing, but actually just the fact that there is internet, which has been there for a while, is like the most part. It's not like you're doing anything with the newest innovations in digitalization. And
No, I'm very behind the times.
it's more like the little bit of social media and the fact that you can email someone and have contact with someone within seconds on the other side of the globe.
I think if you're willing to make a journey of that length, you can. It just makes it a lot easier to make it possible to do it. The way the communication is opened up, it made touring a hell of a lot easier internationally.
And do you have like your own kind of definition as like networking, because you don't seem like the guy who like is an active networker or something like that? So
I'm sure I do get work. I definitely sit down at a computer and actively try to find concerts or whatever and to make those connections. I do think that's important. And the possibilities with that are pretty endless. For me, it's used in the most basic way most of the time, and I try not to let it use me too much.
So sometimes you're nice to people you don't like.
I think I always try and be amicable. I had a good mentor that advised me to never fight over crying.
A mentor. So is that where your career started and stuff like that? By that guy?
My musical life started by that guy.
Because that started all in England.
Yeah, he was a guy who ran an open mic night that I would play at when I was 16, 17. Actually, he only gave me that news recently when I was in the Czech Republic, and he's now living out there, so...
Oh, right. So that's nice. And you've been in the Czech Republic and other kind of countries. Like, do you, are there a lot of differences in like the way of networking and communicating with each other in the different countries where you've been? Like,
I think there are hugely. In Japan, I think a lot of it was about smartphones and that kind of thing. But otherwise, apart from that, most places it kind of works on the same way. I think. I think a lot is to be said for showing up at a place and face to face. But networking is a great thing to use to get the work and to keep some connections, people you'll meet as a result of the work.
Okay, and like from the people you meet on the road, are there like memorable connections you've made through the year? Are there like people you come back to every year instead of in certain countries?
Talking to one, eh?
Hey, I didn't wrote the questions.
Yeah, of course, absolutely.
But also in other countries and stuff like that?
Yeah, I mean, there's my friend Andrea in Italy who used to be a part of an agency that brought me out there, and even after the agency folded, he stayed in touch with me, and he's had me to come to Italy a few times, and those connections are actually the glue that holds the whole thing together. Is those people that are able to work on the ground for you and get something that you would otherwise never know about and probably not be able to get in out. So I rely a lot on those. A lot of little contacts with people. There's a Goga, a musician I played with in Japan, and he would book sort of 5-6 shows for me in Tokyo, and that was always invaluable. Just plugged all the gaps. You'd have a good connection with a certain venue and just say, right, what days haven't you got bookings? Okay, and he'd get me gigs that we, give me something to do with myself.
And do you notice because of the digital era, it's becoming easier and easier to all kind of ways to contact people everywhere around the world? Or is there people that are trying to live like you? Because there are kind of more like you must have met more people on the road with doing the same thing, if not the same thing as you do, but also
yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Is that approving? Do you think it's easier in this time to start an international independent career than it was a few years ago?
I think it's probably generally always getting easier to do those kind of things with the evolution of technology. I don't have a lot of faith in the Facebooks and everything of the world. So I found when I've tried to contact multiple venues on Facebook, I've been blocked from sending messages because I might have contacted 100 people in a day or whatever. So I find those things kind of challenging.
But it's kind of like a paradox, right? Because of the internet, you can make quicker contact with people on the other side of the globe, but because of the internet, everybody can look for contact with that kind of person, and then you're suddenly, instead of we all think that what you do is very special, and I have the same thing when I book with bands, I fully 100% I believe in those acts, but when I'm just mailing a venue, suddenly you're one of the hundreds who've mailed them that day. It's kind of hard to stand out the haze, there's a big haze in connection, because everybody can connect to everyone, so why a lot of people won't do it with a reason, They just like want to give book shows, and they're a certain band from Amsterdam who wants to play, and just contact everyone.
Yeah.
Do you like?
I don't think there's anything wrong with contacting everyone. Being in the touring position. Well, actually, maybe I should retract that statement, but generally speaking, I've kind of, if I've needed to get a bunch of shows in Germany, for example, I will just look up places that have music in Germany, about a dozen, and message all of them, and kind of do it by numbers, because that's, you might get one result back in as little as 50 emails, or sometimes, but you get that one, and that's an achievement. Saying that though, I've played a lot of shows on this tour where I think I've been appropriately booked for it, and there's shows where I think I should have booked, like, I'm talking mainly about the German shows. Like, I played a lot of venues where I really, networking was great and it got me the show, but if I'd have actually, I wouldn't go back there again. I would take the booking again.
Those Germans. Like you're doing this for how many years now?
Nearly 10.
So nearly 10. So you've like seen the entire networking stuff and digital stuff like changing and improving and.
Yeah, but I haven't gone with it, too much.
But with the stuff that you did see, can you like make a prediction what will happen in the future? What do you think this quicker, less personal kind of thing that's been happening the last few years, and everything needs to be quicker and faster, and what do you think the end point of that? Do you think it's like a bomb that's gonna burst and then everything will go back to normal again, or do you think like we'll constantly find ways to get better and
no, I think everything will get smaller and easier. I guess phones will become watches and multi-purpose devices, and you'll only have one thing that does everything, generally speaking. And from that side, it's just going to go the way it goes. I think from a networking perspective, with regards to music, I think the jury's out. I think no one really knows what's going on with music right now, and people don't know whether there's any money to be made in it, and people don't know if there's a specific way people should listen to it, and it's in such a turbulent point of transition that I don't believe I don't believe anything will be networking the way it's happening, and yeah, I think it's
have you thought about quitting a lot?
I think the odds, the feeling is with the world of music, you really feel the odds are against you, but I'm not really sure whether that's going to put me off a great deal. I just think I have to keep positive about it.
Are you planning on doing this for a long time? Like for the rest of your life?
I don't know. I don't know about that. I think as long as I'm finding something out of it, I will keep doing it. As long as it's enjoyable.
And is there like a possibility that once you quit there will be some like next level stuff could happening with your network, like maybe when you relied on a lot of people and people relied on you for a long while, maybe after you stop you think there's like a chance you're still gonna do something with that network or something like that, or maybe you're gonna like
I guess try and recommend to other people that want to do the same thing. Maybe, I don't know. I haven't really yet.
Sell your phone records. I don't know how long this interview. I think that we did alright. We did alright. Well, thank you for your time. Thank you. Thank you that you like really felt like doing this. And thanks for your time. So